Yesterday, you guys seen some of the information we had in relation to a 60-40 agreement with Queen Victoria, and also the 1763 proclamation. That sacred covenant comes from the Old Testament in relation to the 10%, because all the resources on the land is coming from the land of the Stuarts, which is us. So that's why everybody always keeps yelling, "Hey, why don't the Indians pay taxes?" Well, we're not Indians, right? We hold the status Indians in our back pocket. So if you want to learn something about it and teach others, is that, well, guys, there's a covenant long before we immigrated to this land, and that's why you're paying taxes, because you're subject to them, because you're subject to Her Majesty's laws, rules, and regulations. But also, it's part of the Old Testament. And my relative here explains it probably a bit better than me. Just take a minute to explain it.
Go ahead.
On the Royal Proclamation, which was made back in 1763, was that Her Majesty would at that time take 60% of all the resources that was taken from the land. And she said that out of the 60% that I've taken, 10% I will lay across the country, across the land, for the native people, that they will be exempt from all taxation, because all the resources from the land from here goes over, and then from there it is covered. And that's the reason why we're exempt from all these taxations, because of the land and the language and the culture that we hold. The covenant was made with the native people that were here originally, under the flag. That's what was made. And then the inscription that comes on with the flag was that when the sun rises from the east, sets in the west, and the grass grows and the water flows, and my people still occupy this land, they're still my children. We still spoke the same language we did yesterday. We're going to speak it today, and we're going to speak it tomorrow. There is no history on where we came from, or our identity is with our language and our speech that's here, bonds us with the land that we were always been here. We have nothing to prove to anyone or to anybody. The covenant was made with us as caretakers of this land, right?
I'd just like to add another point. In the proclamation, and Queen Anne's Order in Council stipulated that the Indians have no money, and that's in keeping with the letters of Marquis Prince Rupert received from, he's a cousin obviously of the king at the time, that set up the letters of Marquis in 1660 Hudson's Bay Charter. And if you want to read more about pirates and piracy, that's a good one to read for all the pirates in the public, and understand this, so that's all colorable too. And hopefully the flag that you have will supersede the main flag, of which can't trump this one. That's from your Queen Victoria to us as allies. So remember who you are first before you do something. And then this flag is a pirate flag. What you call the BC flag, it's a corporate flag which can never supersede this one. This one will always trump this one. So therefore, in the rule of law is in place over the color of law, which is the legalese that British Columbia uses. So we just thought maybe that would help a little bit in relation to how the piracy is illustrated in the Hudson's Bay Charter. Thank you.
Thank you.